I'm Brett Knese here for CMUEagles.com with head women's basketball coach James Arnold. What did you learn about your team from the overtime loss to Culver Stockton?
Well, it's we've been real close a lot of times this year, and we battled hard, played pretty well for about 36 minutes, and the last 4 or 5 minutes, some of our turnovers and lack of depth really got to us. I think that you got to credit Culver mostly. Up 5 with 1:19 to go. We got a late hand up on a kid that hasn't been shooting the ball pretty well, and she made a big-time 3. We missed some free throws late, but it's been a tough year for us. There's no doubt about that. We've had a lot of close games and a lot of close calls, and it's not for a lack of trying or a lack of effort. We're just a little bit short on execution from here to there, and here and there, and I feel like we've got a great opportunity here on Saturday against Avila to do something. We've still got a lot of our goals in place and another learning experience against a tough team at Culver on the road.
Looking ahead to your matchup against Avila University here at home, what needs to happen in order for your squad to get back to its winning ways?
Well, we beat Avila at their place, but it was a really back-and-forth game. It was a close game. We've got to make sure we keep them off the offensive boards. They've got one of the best offensive rebounders in the league, one of the best rebounders in the league, and the Capater kid inside. She's a senior. She's a gritty kid, hardworking, just a hardworking forward that we're going to have to worry about. They also have Michaela Brinkley outside. Michaela Brinkley is one of the best shooters in the league, right up there with Morgan Vetter for us. They're very guard-oriented now, with the exception of Capater. So we've really got to defend the three-point line, make sure that we're not allowing them to have open looks, make them uncomfortable. At their place, we did a pretty good job of denying the ball on the perimeter to not give them easy shots, and we've got to make sure we do that. It is a quick turnaround after an overtime loss. And, but we've got to make sure, again, a lot of our goals are still intact, and we've got to figure out a way to get this ship going in the right direction.
Speaking of Morgan Vetter, she's one of the best three-point shooters, and when she gets hot, she becomes almost unstoppable. What do you need to do to get her in her rhythm on Saturday? Well,
I thought she had a really nice game on Tuesday. Obviously, she made some big shots for us last night. Everybody knows that she's one of the best shooters in the country, and that makes it tough. And it's important for us to establish an inside presence in order for her to really have the ability to get loose. The nice thing is that, going into those last few games, she's a senior, and I think these seniors get hungry this time of year. We know that she's a weapon. We know that we have some weapons. We've got to find a way to take those weapons like Morgan, like Taylor, Cornelius, and Taylor McDowell, find a way to get them free and also find a way to execute on the little things here and there down the stretch to make sure we win some of these close games.
Who else needs to show up and step up for you to overcome Avila?
Well, right now, we're struggling turning the basketball over. That was ultimately our downfall against Culver in the overtime game. If you look back at the Missouri Valley overtime loss and some of our other close games, we just didn't take as good of care of the ball as possible. That's really a team effort across the board. We're kind of playing with a half of a point guard, and I think the ladies are doing a really good job at times. But when things get a little bit stressful, when teams put a little bit of pressure on us in situations we're not comfortable, which is our job as a coach to make sure we can duplicate that in practice as much as possible, we as a unit have to value the basketball going forward, particularly in this matchup against Avila and then moving into next week. We've got 5 games left. Again, we want to put ourselves in the best position possible for a conference seed, where we're at, what matchup we can get. We want to have a winning season, obviously, is a goal that we have set forth, and then I think be playing our best ball in the last 2 or 3 games so that we can go into the playoffs and make some noise.
Like you said, last 5 games of the season, what are you most looking forward to?
Well, it's about going to battle at this point. Yeah, we're struggling. It's not been the kind of season that we anticipated, but it's still a great group of kids. There's still a great group of talented people. We've got to find a way as coaches to push the right buttons. They've got to find a way just to tweak the little things, little mistakes that are hurting us down the stretch. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this thing plays out. Last year, on paper, we had a much better season, but we lost in the second round of the playoffs. This year, maybe the season's not going the way it can, or not the way that we imagined it would or the way it should, but maybe we can have a better postseason, which is what it really matters, and what it's really all about. So I'm excited about getting back on the court. The great thing about basketball is you only have to wait another day and get back on the court and find a way to get that W.
Central Methodist hosts Avila here at home at 2 p.m. on Saturday, February 14th inside Puckett Fieldhouse. We're looking forward to it. Good luck, Coach.
Thanks, and wear pink, everybody.